Picture this. The year is 2007, and heading into the final race of the year, Lewis Hamilton leads with a 4-point advantage over Fernando Alonso and a further 3 points ahead of Kimi Raikkonen. Raikkonen would eventually be crowned world champion, but imagine a different scenario. What if the latest points system, including points for the fastest lap, was in play during that year? Would Hamilton have emerged as the first rookie world champion since Giuseppe Farina in 1950? Could Alonso have clinched his 3rd consecutive world title? Or would the Iceman Kimi Raikkonen still be world champion? Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, we will unravel how the current point system could have reshaped the 2007 F1 World Championship. The 2007 season will be remembered as one of the most intense championship battles in recent memory. A 3-way tussle, resulting in a thrilling final race. Winner takes the championship. Kimi Raikkonen, the ultra-quick Iceman for Ferrari, searching for his maiden title his talent surely deserves. Lewis Hamilton, making his F1 debut for McLaren, bidding to be the most successful rookie in F1 history, and the 2-time defending champion, Fernando Alonso, fresh off being the man to dethrone the legendary Michael Schumacher, looking to make it 3 titles in a row and making his debut for McLaren. The season opener, in Australia, all 3 protagonists finished on the podium. It was Raikkonen who took the checkered flag for his maiden F1 win in a Ferrari, followed by the 2 McLaren teammates, with Alonso second and Hamilton scoring a podium on his F1 debut. However, Raikkonen would see his title credentials severely dented over the following 6 races, seeing 2 third-place finishes before a retirement in Spain and not seeing the podium for the next 3 races after. Alonso similarly having his title hopes dented early, as despite winning in Malaysia and Monaco, a 5th and a 7th place in Bahrain and Canada meant he struggled to keep pace with Hamilton's remarkable and relentless consistency. 2 wins, 4 seconds, and a 3rd-place finish meant he had yet to finish off of the podium in the first 7 races. During the halfway stage of the championship, under the point system of that time, awarding 10 points for a win, 8 for second, 6 for third, and points awarded from 1st to 8th. It was Hamilton with a large lead on 64 points compared to Fernando Alonso on 50 points, and notably, Kimi Raikkonen was down in 4th on 42 points. However, does this change if we introduce the latest point system? Under the new point system, Hamilton sits on 152 points, a considerable lead of 29 points from teammate Alonso and 46 points gap to the Iceman. Speaking of points, if you enjoy my content and would like to earn some brownie points, hit the like button and subscribe. It helps me know that you value my content and inspires and motivates me to make more and more content, so you get more videos, just like this one. Fortunes would turn during the second half of the season, as after Raikkonen's retirement in the European Grand Prix, he would go on a remarkable run that saw him not finish off the podium in the next 6 races, including 2 wins in that time. Alonso would also go on to score 2 wins in the next 6 races and gain some momentum of his own, also recording 5 podiums over the next 6 races. Now it was Hamilton to start to falter. Despite 2 wins over the same period, a mix of reliability problems and driver error over the following 6 races meant his rather healthy lead had been cut significantly by his rivals. Hamilton headed into the final race of the season on 107 points, closely followed by Fernando Alonso on 103 and Kimi Raikkonen on 100. It's worth noting that Kimi Raikkonen, sitting 4th at the halfway stage, has clawed back a remarkable 15 points, which is impressive given the close gaps in points awarded between positions. But Hamilton is still in full control, needing to finish no lower than 3rd to take the championship, due to count back on Alonso. This was courtesy of more second-place finishes. He would need to not finish lower than 5th to take the title from Raikkonen should Alonso falter. But how does this change using the latest points system? Under the latest points system, Hamilton still leads going into the final race with a total of 259 points, with Alonso close behind on 251 and Raikkonen on 247. Note here that in this scenario, Hamilton now needs to finish at least second to take the title from Alonso and also scoring the fastest lap, and should Alonso falter, Hamilton now needs to finish third to guarantee he beats out Raikkonen to the title, marking a big change in scenario from the original point system. Of course, it has to be said, with the knowledge of the change in points, in particular the point for fastest lap, the season could and probably would have played out much differently. Much more of a focus would have been placed on setting fastest laps at the end of the race, which could have been pivotal in the championship. Let me know in the comments who you think would have been world champion under the current point system. Coming into the Brazilian Grand Prix, the final race of the season, it was Hamilton who was favourite to take the title. Hamilton started second but dropped to the back of the pack after a gearbox problem. He recovered to seventh, but Raikkonen won the race and with it completed a remarkable comeback to win the championship. The final standings were Raikkonen with 110 points, Hamilton and Alonso each with 109 points. Raikkonen's late charge, following worse luck at the start of the season, would narrowly give him the World Drivers' Championship. With Hamilton and Alonso level on points, their positions were determined by countback. Each driver had won 4 races, but Hamilton had 5 second-place finishes to Alonso's 4, so he was awarded second place in the championship, with Alonso third. But does anything change using the most recent point system? Using the latest point system, the standings actually do change. Based on Hamilton only recovering to 7th after his gearbox issue and dropping to the back, he managed only 6 points and therefore drops to 3rd in the championship. Alonso came 3rd in the final race, picking up 15 points, taking him to a tally of 266 points, 1 point ahead of Hamilton. Raikkonen's win, however, takes his tally to 272 for the season, still giving the Iceman his maiden F1 World Championship and thus concluding one of the most epic title battles in recent memory. He takes the championship by 6 points instead of 1, from Alonso finishing second. So there you have it, folks. Kimi Raikkonen is still your 2007 World F1 champion.